Ever felt that little flutter of anxiety when signing up for a new financial platform? That nagging question in the back of your mind, are they going to dig into my credit history? It's a valid concern, right? We live in a world where our credit score seems to follow us everywhere, influencing everything from loan approvals to even renting an apartment. So, when you're exploring platforms like M1 Finance, which promises to revolutionize the way you invest, borrow, and manage your money, it's natural to wonder, does M1 do a credit check? That's exactly what we're diving into today. Forget the lengthy introductions and the drawn-out explanations. We're cutting straight to the heart of the matter and then unpacking all the nuances you need to know. Because understanding how M1 operates, especially when it comes to your financial profile, is crucial for making informed decisions about your money. Now, the initial answer to our burning question, does M1 do a credit check? Isn't a simple yes or no. It's more of a it depends. And that's where things get interesting. M1 Finance isn't just one monolithic service. It's a suite of financial tools designed to help you invest, borrow, and spend. And the need for a credit check varies depending on which part of the M1 ecosystem you're engaging with. Let's break down the different facets of M1 and see where your credit report might come into play. M1 Invest, your gateway to automated investing. M1 Invest is the core of the M1 platform, allowing you to build a personalized investment portfolio of stocks and ETFs, all within a tax-efficient environment. The beauty of M1 Invest lies in its automation. You design your portfolio once, and M1 handles the rest, automatically buying and selling assets to maintain your target allocations. When you sign up for a standard M1 Invest account, whether it's a taxable brokerage account, a traditional IRA, a Roth IRA, or a SEP IRA, the good news is that M1 typically does not perform a hard credit check. Opening a brokerage account for investing purposes generally doesn't require a credit inquiry. Your ability to invest is based on the funds you deposit, not your creditworthiness. The information you provide during the sign-up process for M1 Invest primarily focuses on verifying your identity and ensuring compliance with regulatory requirements. This usually involves providing your Social Security number or taxpayer identification number, date of birth, and contact information. This is standard practice for most financial institutions to prevent fraud and comply with Know Your Customer (KYC) regulations. So, if your primary interest in M1 is to start or manage your investments, you can likely breathe a sigh of relief. Your credit score shouldn't be a barrier to entry. M1 Borrow, accessing flexible portfolio lines of credit. Now, let's shift gears to M1 Borrow. This feature allows you to borrow money against the value of your eligible investment portfolio. It functions as a flexible line of credit, giving you access to funds without having to sell your investments. This can be appealing for various reasons, such as covering unexpected expenses or seizing short-term opportunities without disrupting your long-term investment strategy. Here's where the landscape changes. When you apply for M1 Borrow, M1 will likely perform a credit check. This is a standard practice for any lending product. Just like when you apply for a credit card, a personal loan, or a mortgage, the lender needs to assess your creditworthiness to determine the risk involved in extending credit to you. The credit check helps M1 evaluate your history of managing debt, your payment behavior, and your overall credit profile. This information, along with the value of your investment portfolio, will be used to determine your eligibility for M1 Borrow, the amount of credit they are willing to extend, and potentially the interest rate you will be charged. It's important to understand that a credit check for M1 Borrow will likely be a hard inquiry. A hard inquiry occurs when you formally apply for credit and can have a small, temporary impact on your credit score. Multiple hard inquiries within a short period can have a more noticeable effect, so it's wise to be mindful of when and how often you apply for new credit. M1 Spend, managing your everyday finances. M1 Spend is M1's checking account offering, designed to integrate seamlessly with your investment and borrowing activities. It often comes with a debit card and aims to provide a central hub for managing your daily finances. When you open an M1 Spend account, the question of a credit check becomes a bit more nuanced. Generally, opening a checking account does not typically involve a hard credit check. Financial institutions primarily focus on verifying your identity and ensuring you are not on any lists of individuals with a history of fraudulent activity. However, there might be instances where a soft credit inquiry is performed. A soft inquiry is often used for background checks or pre-qualification purposes and does not impact your credit score. M1 might use a soft inquiry to verify your identity or to offer you additional products or services based on your financial profile. Furthermore, if you opt for certain features associated with M1 spend, such as an overdraft line of credit, then a hard credit check would likely be required, similar to the M1 borrow scenario. An overdraft line of credit is essentially a small loan attached to your checking account, and lenders will always assess your creditworthiness before extending such credit. M1 credit card, the new kid on the block. M1 has also ventured into the world of credit cards. Like any credit card application, applying for the M1 credit card will definitely involve a hard credit check. Credit card issuers rely heavily on your credit history to determine your eligibility, your credit limit, and the interest rate you'll be offered. Your credit score is a significant factor in whether your application is approved and the terms you receive. A strong credit history increases your chances of approval and often qualifies you for better rewards and lower interest rates. Key takeaways regarding M1 and credit checks. M1 Invest, standard brokerage and retirement accounts, generally no hard credit check. Focuses on identity verification. M1 Borrow, portfolio line of credit, likely involves a hard credit check as it is a lending product. M1 Spend, checking account, typically no hard credit check for opening the account itself. Soft inquiries for identity verification or potential offers might occur. Overdraft lines of credit would likely involve a hard credit check. M1 credit card will definitely involve a hard credit check as it is a credit product. Why do financial institutions perform credit checks? It's important to understand the rationale behind credit checks. For lending products like M1 Borrow and the M1 credit card, credit checks serve as a crucial risk assessment tool. They help M1 determine the likelihood that a borrower will repay their obligations on time. A strong credit history indicates a lower risk for the lender. For other services, like checking accounts, identity verification is the primary concern. While a hard credit check isn't usually necessary, soft inquiries might be used to confirm your identity and prevent fraudulent activities. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.